okay, now y'all got how my walk with God started. Now, this next story is how it got kicked into action, actually following that. So, I'm going through the period of transition from worldly to righteousness. And I'm still smoking this stuff, but it's a little less. There's so many testimonies that lead up to where I'm at, like right now. Like, when I gave my life to God, my ears started being different. Like, it started hearing things differently. I'll never forget, it was a weekend of 3. No, let me start from the beginning. So I'll be smoking. I've seen demonic things on some of my friends. I remember one of my friends, we was riding in the car, and granted, we had just smoked. It's like one time I felt like only thing we had in common was smoking and playing basketball. Because like we would never like talk like that. But nevertheless, I would never, like so yeah. So I'm in my shift period of doing the things that I used to do. I had left my book bag at my job, and I asked him if he wanted to ride. We had just got done smoking, and he was like, "Yeah, he'll ride, whatever," real cliche. So I'm like, okay. So we riding. We on the way back. It's dark, and we ain't talking, and I just look over, and I see him standing straight forward, not blinking, eyes pitch black, and a snake, and a snake and an S is on the side of his head. Now, I'm looking. I'm just like, I know that's not what I think it is. That can't be. I'm tripping. So I look over there. I look back at the road. I look again. Then it disappeared. His eyes closed. And I'm just like, all right. So then another time, same person. We in the car. We listening to a song by Young Thug or whatever. They big Snake fans. Slime. But it was Chanel, and we were playing the song, and this what really scared me, because it's like, it was an S in the middle of my eyes. It's like wherever I looked, it was an S just in the air, just floating like an S, just a snake S. And I'm just like, are you serious? Like, you can't be serious right now. And then on top of that, when I got out the car, the S was still there as I'm walking. And then it's like I heard, it's like I was talking, but I heard myself echo or something. And it was like I was being recorded. I don't know. It was just something weird. And it's like, these are the things that I was seeing. It's when I came to God, but it's like, God opens your eyes and your ears. Cause everybody not blessed to hear or see this stuff. That's why everybody living in the life that they live now that's not of God, because they just don't know. That's why they also protected too, in a way. Not saying they all, like, everybody just protected, you just living ungodly, but once once you come to God and He show you when you start doing wrong, that's when I ain't finna get into all that. But like, y'all know what no, y'all don't. Man. So like, I was seeing 1017 everywhere. And I really should have started off with that first before I just got hit y'all with all the stuff that I was seeing. But just look real quick. I used to see 1017 like everywhere. And I'll see, like, if I look down at my clock, it's 1017. Look at my phone, it's like 1017. I go order some food, the total price be $10.17. The craziest time was when I was watching Netflix. I paused the show, and it was a lady sleep on the bed, and the alarm clock was 1017. And I was just sitting there like, what is this? Like, what's going on? Because it's like, granted, I'm in the world. I'm still in the world, living worldly, but I'm in my first steps of living for God. I'm in my first steps, but at the same time, it's like I'm noticing it. I'm noticing it for a reason, and it came to me while I was just watching Miles Monroe today, actually, and he said God speaks in numbers. And I looked it up, and he's like they say, like, oh yeah, Hebrew, all the words are in numbers, I think. And if I'm wrong, please let me know, 'cause I don't want to be out here just talking, whatever. But he said, like, all the letters in Hebrews are numbers, and I looked up what does 1017 mean in Hebrew, and it brought me back to the original word brabius, and that means gift. And I was like, gift, and I just found that out today, and I wonder if if I found like the gift of life, finding out your purpose, and then granted it's 1017 today, and everybody don't get to find that. It's a gift to find out why you here on earth, because it's something that you truly have to seek God for. If God didn't give you your purpose, then it might not be your purpose, or whatever you think is your purpose. You didn't ask God first. But back to the story. So I seen 1017 everywhere, all these spiritual signs and all this stuff. Like I said, I hear stuff too. So I remember I was smoking. I was by myself, like meaning I didn't have my boys and nothing like that with me. I wasn't like smoking by myself, but like I didn't have nobody that I knew. But I was smoking with this dude who didn't know God. Dude put me in the hospital. Let me tell you how. It was like a night where I was just feeling good. And you gotta be careful when that time when you trying to get your life right with God, and you just feel like really good, like it's been a real good day, nothing been going on, yada yada yada. You gotta be careful with that, because the devil is sneaky. He will slime his way into your joy, not your joy, your happiness, and your happiness. And that's what happened to me. It was a Friday night. And I'm like, man, I feel good. And at the time, I'm trying to get my life right with God, but I'm still smoking and doing stuff like that. So the door is still open. It's closed a little bit, but it's cracked. It's cracked. So now I hit my boy up. I said, hey, man, you got some edibles or something? Because I was trying to start smoking. So I downgraded the edibles. So, and now, well, like, I don't feel the same. Like, smoking and drinking and doing all this other stuff, it don't feel the same when you trying to live right. It's like your body, it's like, I always say, I feel like you got like a spiritual mind and an earthly mind. Your earthly mind, you think it's cool to be all slumped out, drugged out and everything, because you got that spirit that's on you. Like, you can't start smoking or drinking, it's a spirit on you. And, take it how you want to. No, that's just what it is. Just because you don't like it, don't make it any less true. And if you disagree, I swear disagreeing. If you disagree, then, good luck to you. But you can't come out of it if you want to. Just throwing that out there. But so yeah, hit my boy up. We in the car, and we was smoking in the car, and the first time me and him had smoked together, we outside, and I just started getting these evil, demonic thoughts that's just like dying and stuff. Like, dude, we outside, and a car rolled by. Like, dang, bro, what if like this a drive-by and they just start shooting us and we die? Like, we end up right here. I'm just like, and I'm like, bro, why you thinking like that? So we get out the car, we smoking. This is the first time we met. I gotta tell y'all everything. I say this the full testimony. The first time we out in the car, we rapping, we freestyling tonight. You know me, I write. I can freestyle a little bit, but it's like it ain't consistent, But this one was different. I'm smoking with another energy I never smoked before. This dude, he talking about killing, all this stuff that he don't do. But me, I'm rapping. And I'm talking about, I'm just flowing. I'm flowing like, and I'm like, dang, bro. I'm rapping, I'm like, bro, it's like you ain't even rapping. It's like, like somebody, like, you just going. Like, this ain't me. And then it really wasn't me, because I messed around. I almost said something about selling my soul. And when that happened, it's like I felt like this shift in my body, like that I caught it, something either slithered out, or it was just, it was just like, oh, snap. Like, that was a close one. I almost said something like that. And it's like at the time, I was getting to the point in my music where that was like, I'm gonna talk about that later. Basically, I was getting to a point of notoriety. So now I realized that, and then I left. Second time, feeling good. Hit my boy like, you got some edibles or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm feeling extra good this weekend though. So I got my edibles or whatever, and I don't know why. It took him like forever. And if you know in the world, you know that like plugs gotta, you gotta come on. And I'm sitting in a neighborhood that I don't know. I'm by myself. Something happened to me. My brothers, my mama, nobody would have known nothing. They wouldn't have known where I was at. So I'm sitting in the car, and it's like someone saying, leave, bro, you need to leave. And I didn't leave. I didn't listen to it. I'm sitting here in my body, listen to my body like, man, wait, he gonna come? Because he had got home. I already had to wait for him to get there. This is like an additional like 30 minutes. He had to go in the house for something. He came out, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, bro, how much for an extra blunt? And he like, man, I think I got one in the house. He went and found one. Excuse me. He went and found a blunt. I don't know what he did to it or what he smoking. Bro could have been smoking crack or something. So, but granted, we get in the car, we hotbox. And if y'all know, for my saints on there, y'all know what hotboxing is when you smoke in the car with the doors locked, smoke trap you or whatever. And we smoking in the car, and I take a piece of my edible too. I start eating it because like I think I just wanted to feel something, and I'm like, man, this ain't nothing. Like, your stuff sucked, and I got hit with it. And he played this song, and it was like, say N-words ain't really your dog, watch who you rocking with. And I'm sitting here listening to the song, and I look over at him, and it's like, bro, if something was to happen to me right now, you wouldn't know who to call. You wouldn't know. You probably don't even know my last name. We just used to work together. Only thing we had in common was that we smoked or whatever. So it was one of those situations. So I'm thinking, like, I'm hearing that. I'm just like, why is that hearing so loud? But like I said, God, he opened your ears to things. He opened your eyes to stuff. Everybody don't get that. It say that in the Bible. I know for a fact. It's in the Bible, bro. I wouldn't be just up here talking. But so I'm about to get out the car after the song go off, and I'm sitting here thinking again. I'm like, I'm finna leave. Oh, that was weird. He said, hold up, wait. That song was the heat. That mean it was good. I'm finna play it again. So in my head, I'm thinking like, he finna play this song again, the same part. N-words ain't really your dog, watch who you rocking with. And I just looking like, okay, I get what you saying, but I already done took the weed and stuff. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all the weirdest part. So before that even happened, we got in the car. He said, "Al, man, my friend said I'm not smoking this no more." That was loud, like loud in my ear. And I'm just sitting here, I'm just like, this dude really just tell me his friend said he not smoking his weed no more? And I'm just like, and of course, the body say, nah, man, you tripping, go ahead. So, granted, I'm in the car. The song was a heat. And I'm sitting there, I'm listening to it, same song, different part. He say, life without the team ain't really winning, dog. I looked around, I'm in the car by myself, smoking, hanging out with people that I don't know. There's, just doing all this stuff that at the time I wouldn't want to do with my brothers. But at the time, my brother that I was rapping with, he found God first. And it's like, it's crazy because like he moved up here. God, bro, nothing is a mistake, bro. Because, brother, the closest person to me, we were making music. Like, we had like over 70, 80 songs, all straight bangers. We could never get them recorded. But the first song we ever had recorded and put out on the platform was a Christian song we had with one of our other mutual friends. And I'm talking about, we wrote the verse. We're not Christians. We're not true Christians. We just out here. Like, we just like, yeah, we can rap for God. We can do that. Because we know we got writing talents. And we did. And the song was a hit. Like, we did. Like, it was a pretty good song. So, like, granted, who would have thought the first song we had was a Christian song, and then just for us to go and be in full circle with it. But now we just catching the experience of it. It was just only a little glimpse. Because like me personally, I never thought I'd ever be a person that's in the church with anything. I thought church was boring. It would be preacher may say something that made me feel good, but actually having a relationship with God, I always thought as long as I don't kill nobody or do nothing bad that can get you in jail or whatever, all the other extra little stuff, you be good. And that's not right at all, because none of us are good. But yeah, like my brother, he ended up moving up here to Kansas City, and we started going to church. I remember I came back right around the time when I was messing with Zay in the dang, I shouldn't have said it, but dang. But in the last video, yeah, what it is, man. In the last video, the girl that I was talking about, she listen, come on now, hold on. I'm not starting this video over. Oh, I was messing with her, and I was telling my boys, man, I was like, I had came back. It was like right the first time I had came back from church, and I had gave my life to God, and I had felt, the first time I ever felt his presence. Like, I'm talking about everywhere, my whole body, like I was cleansed. Like, he really did, like, take away everything that I had on me. The first time I felt clean. Like, do you know what it feels like for your soul to be clean, bro? Like, you know how much stuff we go through in all our years, granted in a day, but like all our years and stuff that we endure, people lose family members, loved ones, go through homelessness, all this other extra stuff, but to feel like you have nothing inside of you but a straight path and clear path, man, that's something that I cannot describe. That's not a blunt or a drink that I've nothing compares to it. It can't compare to it. And that's when I knew. I was like, God is more than real and more than alive and well. I came home, I told him, I said, hey, man, I got to stop. I got to stop messing with him, man, because this ain't right. It's somebody's daughter, and granted, like one day I want kids. I want a son, of course. I want a daughter too. I wouldn't want my daughter out here just being any man, feel like she's just some man play to her or something like that. Like, nah, that ain't right. So I said, I'm finna go over there and I'm finna go tell her that we can't be doing this no more, just sleeping around and stuff. Because, like, for one, like, you deserve better than that. And you know me, that don't even sound right. But that's why when you come to God, you are a new creation, all things created new. And I went over there. Why did I do that? You can say a lot of stuff, but that body don't be stunning none of that, man. What Paul said in Romans, he was like, the good that I want to do, I don't do. Like, man, it sounded good. I went over there. That's when the condom broke on me, man. I had that conviction. I went against God, and that's what happened. But I might sound crazy, but I'm glad it did, because now I have this newfound respect for women. I actually know how to treat a woman how they supposed to be treated versus how it's like somebody would to meet me now and then. Back then it was just, treating them just like an object. What can you do for me? But at the same time, how can you ask for something that you're not willing to give? Now these women, y'all ain't exempt now. Y'all the same way. Y'all gotta get y'all life together too. But just from a man's point of view, and just from not even just a man's point of view, just from in general, like you can't get what you're not willing to give. So like that's what I took from that. Because like now it's like you have to get to know the woman. You can't just go in and just dive head first, like, hey, we finna, you can't do that. Because now it's not just about you. It's never been just about you, because it takes two to tango, but that ain't how the world, how the world is. But anyway, yeah, got newfound respect and new direction towards that, and I'm thankful for that, because it actually birthed the best song, not the best song, but like the song that everybody claims the best. Everybody love my song, Love Song, and they don't even know what the story behind it is. Like, When I say like he changed me, when I say like he changed me, but he sent you. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, the whole song I'm talking about how God changed me to actually treat a woman. Like, I actually wrote that single than a mother, man. Like, folks keep on asking me, like my friend asked me, like, hey man, who you talking about? I was so caught up in the song. I'm like, you don't talk to nobody. I don't talk to nobody. I'm a good writer. You know, I remember I was in my room, man. I just said, my mom was in there playing, I was at my mama's house, actually. And I was in the room there, and she was playing, like, some old school R&B. I'm like, man, I can write. I said, Christian is love. I'm like, God is love. Man, we can write a little something, and then that's what happened. Wrote a song, recorded it, and boom, there's love song. And, like, people don't even know that. Like, people don't even know, like, that's what, how the song came to be. But anyway, so that happened. And I was telling my brother about the piece and everything. And he was like, yo, that's what's up, man. You need to keep that. And that's when he started coming to church with me. And he ended up finding God as well. And, you know, he started seeking to the point where he started, like, surpassing me in seeking God. You know, at this point, I'm just going and feeling good. And I'm trying to change my ways in the flesh of how I move and things I say and listen to and stuff. But he took off with it, you know. And he had the Bible down pat, you know, but not down pat, but just in the beginning, he was trying to search for it. And he ended up finding it. And that's just, it's so beautiful seeing how God works. And like the people, not only in your life, but the people around you, and to see this happen in real time. Even this video right now, I'm really amazed at hearing the story. It's like I'm hearing it for the first time. But, you know, it's just something special. So, granted, now we are trying to walk this life, this walk of life. And he told me, like, he don't want to do the secular music no more. And I was like, at the time, didn't want to make the type of music no more, like just talking about like drugs and sex and stuff, but like still keep it secular, but like it just have purpose, like purpose and meaningful. And I was just like, okay, you know, I can do that. And then like when he told me, I was like, dang, bro, that's really hurtful, cause like we had some real bangers, bro. Like the first song, the problem with us, bro, it's not that we didn't, like it's actually the opposite problem that people have when they making music. Like we had the problem, that that our songs would blow up. Like how would that work? Like we just gotta put them out. The first song we put out had like 5,000 plays in like a week. And we just like, that's crazy. And we had like 78 of them. We had these real bangers, bro. You know, in the secular world, like good music. It was good music that for the secular world. But like we were really finna blow. But he pulled the plug. He was like, night, we were making, like I said, all our songs were together. And he said he wasn't doing it. And you know, despite how I feel secular or gospel, like my brother went with it and we made it together. Then I went with it. And that's how it's supposed to be, that loyalty. And God knew that. God knew cause if it was up to me, I would have been like dropped the song everywhere. But God know that, like, you know, when my dog ain't rocking with it, then I ain't rocking with it either. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, man. And I'm so thankful for that, because the amount of success, not even just in music, but just in spiritual growth, it's been truly impeccable, bro. Like I can't just say it's been good or something basic like that. It's been like very exquisitely, and like I say exquisitely, very exquisite. Like it's something that I wish everybody could experience, man. Because I say Snapchat will tell you how you been doing in your life, because they have what they call Snapchat memories. They pop up from what you were doing last year, then you get to look at what you're doing now. And I look back at my Snapchat memories, now I'm not even the same person at all, like in no way, shape, or form, man. I be seeing my Snapchat stuff, it be all kind of foolishness stuff that I'm against now. But I was telling my grandma, like, I want to, like, delete everything, all the other stuff. She like, don't delete it, like, because it can remind you of what you can't go back to. Now, like, that really hit different. So she love my grandma, man. Love you, Nana. You see this. But yeah. So like now it's like my brother, he said he wasn't doing the music, and I was trying so hard to like, I had said I want to at least drop our best songs, the one that we got that we know we're gonna blow. Like at least just drop them, and like we don't, and then we could start doing. I was like, you could do both. I wasn't in my word now. And I was like, I can do both. You know, you can be in the world and make church music and stuff like that too. Like yada yada yada. And like you can't do that. And then him being my boy, he was like, I don't want to, like, you gonna do it? No, do it, but just take my verse off. I was just like, man, all right. So I started writing the verses and stuff. And at this point, I'm transitioning.